Hey guys, welcome back to Video Game Pickups. And I gotta tell you guys, I haven't done a video in a week or two because I was busy with some schoolwork and stuff like that, and I also needed some time to myself from all the recording. But hey, I'm ready to do more videos in the future, so let's get started now. As a little side note, some of these games are from last month and not Black Friday, and those games I forgot to talk about. But I'm here now, so let's get started. Oh yeah, some of these games are from like before Black Friday in general too. So yeah. Anyways, we got first is Pokemon Moon. Now I was at the midnight release for Pokemon Moon. I got to hang out with my friends from school, some people from around the area and all that stuff. The midnight release was awesome. I had the time of my life playing against other players, getting to talk about Pokemon, all the like talking about the anime, the cards, the game, all that stuff. So when they were finally forming the line, I was excited. I was actually one of the first few in line, and I'm glad I got my copy. And oh man, it was. Now for the game itself, I'm actually going to try to explain it to the best of my ability here. But basically, this game, I don't want to spoil too much because the game is also like it kind of just came out, but still, it caters to basically both competitive and casual players, and I'm more on the competitive side because I like to play. I basically like to play. I like to play competitive online by building my EVs and IVs, stuff like that. I'm also trying to build my. I'm also still building my team for online, and I'm still trying to get not Gengar. I'm still trying to get Haunter to a good level so I can trade him with a friend and then have him trade him back to me as a Gengar because Gengar is a trade evolution, and you got to do that kind of thing. But all in all, I had the time of my life. It's also way different from any Pokemon game too. Instead of gyms, you do what's called island trials or island challenges. Basically, you have to do a set of objectives before fighting what's called a totem Pokemon. A totem Pokemon is like a huge version of like any Pokemon you can think of. For example, without spoiling too much, I had to fight a totem Raticate, and let me tell you, all I needed to do was just bring out my fighting types, and that was it. The fight was over in less than a minute. Yeah, it was that easy. Also, the experience share from Generation 6 makes a return, and there are people that aren't happy with it, but as long as I can level up faster, I'm all good. But all in all, Pokemon Moon didn't fail to impress. That's why I love this game. So next up, I got this for Black Friday, which was I think yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday. So I got this during Black Friday. This game is called Spectrobes. I got this for 99 cents of all things. Spectrobes is an action RPG. Like I don't know too much about it. I wanted to test out the game, like the combat system, before I started a new game and raced over the save file. But the combat is kind of weird. All right, here's what happens. You're basically warped to this small arena that's like round, basically, kind of like no, not a UFC ring, basically the ring is round, and you have to fight. You get to scurry around and fight enemies while commanding your allies. It's an action RPG, but it also has some turn-based elements. Well, actually, it's not like fully turn-based. All you do is you can also command your allies to do action. I don't know much about the story because I didn't play too much. I played only like 15 minutes of the game and then shut it off and went to play something else. So I'll try to get back on that. Next game, I'd actually seen my childhood friends play this back in the day. This game is Drawn to Life, the next chapter. Oh my god. There we go, Drawn to Life, the next chapter. This game is a cute and quirky little side-scroller action game. It's basically where you get to draw your own character, which is more easier said than done. And then they basically go into combat, and oh my god, man. This game, I would love to see Drawn to Life as an RPG. I really would. Like, do you know how much could be done if Drawn to Life were to be an RPG? Like, I'd say it could be maybe a turn-based RPG. Having a tactical RPG for a Drawn to Life would probably not work, but basically, the story is more deeper than anyone thinks. And I got this for the price I got this for was like 99 cents. But yeah, the story is very deep. I forgot what it was, but all I know is that this guy he's basically turning the land that you live on white. Not only that, but this game also addresses the player as the creator, and it reminds me of this genre of games called God games. The most popular God game would probably be you guys have to check it out, by the way. The most popular, well, one of the most popular God games would have to be a game called Black and White. Not Pokemon Black and White. It's just called Black and White. It's where you play as a god that can do anything to his land or his people. It doesn't matter. And the people will react to you in different ways depending on what you do. It's a really interesting game. You got to try it out because God games, they're really awesome. But if you're into side-scroller action games, get Drawn to Life on the DS. So, next game I actually had to buy a few weeks ago. Well, I actually had to re-buy it. Final Fantasy III. Now, the thing about it is that I had to re-buy this game because I lost the cartridge to Final Fantasy III during the month of July of this year. And so I spent like literal months trying to track down another Final Fantasy III. And the GameStop that I live next to, someone traded it in like the week before I got it. So I went in, spent my $15, and here it is. Now, Final Fantasy III is a really good game, and I'm glad it made its way onto the DS console. I don't remember too much about the story, but I do know that it does have airships. But the turn-based element is pretty good. You also get to travel around wherever you want, fighting enemies that are stronger than you, which is not recommended if you're underleveled. And all in all, I did enjoy it. Also, the job system could use some work in this game. So, Square Enix, yeah. You better have Final Fantasy 15 to hold on to. And the Final Fantasy 7 remake. So, next game, I played this game but like a few times before. This game is Far Cry 3 on the PlayStation 3. Anyways, now let me tell you my backstory about this. Oh yeah, I got this for like $8, by the way. Anyways, let me tell you my backstory about this game. It all started back in 2013, a year after Far Cry 3 comes out. Now, what happens is that it was one of the last 3 games I rented from Blockbuster before they officially went out of business. So, the other 2 games in question were Sonic Generations and The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. Anyways, then the next time I would play it would be last year when my neighbor's grandson, Dimitri, he came over and what happened was that he was visiting her and he decided to come over to our house and he plugged up his 360 and showed us all of the games he had, both physical and digital. When I saw that he had Far Cry 3, he let me play it while everyone wasn't playing on the Xbox. And what do you know? Wow. Anyways, let's get to the story. The story of this game is basically where you and your friends, you skydive onto the wrong island and you get captured by pirates. As a matter of fact, the island is dominated by pirates. And there's also a bunch of people trying to take down those pirates. And let me tell you, Boz, one of the main villains of this game, oh my god, man. This guy, oh man, he is really scary. Like, oh man. Boz is really, really scary. Like, he is someone that you don't want to meet, that you don't want to cross, ever. Like, oh man, he's done some stuff you will never think of. And he also quoted Albert Einstein on his quote about insanity, which was kind of, in a way, charming, but still. But if you haven't played the Far Cry games, or if you played Far Cry 4 but never played the previous installment, play Far Cry 3, or if you're feeling adventurous, play Far Cry 2. Now, I have 3 games with me. It's a 3-in-1 disc. Anyways, these 3 games are the Metal Gear Solid HD Collection, which came out in 2011. Oh my god, man. This game... Oh, man. Not this game, but these games right here. Oh, man. I've had fond memories on them on my PlayStation 2. I remember playing Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty back in 2005. And I remember playing Metal Gear Solid 3 the year before it. Oh my god, man. I'd have to say, out of all the games, I would have to rank... One of my favorite my favorite Metal Gear game would probably be Metal Gear Solid 3, Snake Eater. I really love what they've done with the whole setting. Like, instead of it being like an urban setting or like on the typical stealth game environment, but instead of it being inside like an urban setting or something like that, you're like in Oh, okay. You're like in a jungle, and you're like trying to find out. You're basically in a jungle in Russia. You're playing as Naked Snake in Metal Gear Solid 3. In Metal Gear Solid 2, you're in the tanker. This takes place during the tanker incident. Well, the Manhattan tanker incident, where you play as Solid Snake. And I think. Oh yeah, by the way, if you can go and look for a game. Well, it's not really a game, but it's a disc. It's called the Metal Gear Solid 2 documentary, or something like that, or something along those lines. I don't know, but go and look for that. It's a full-on disc that you get on the PlayStation 2 that shows you the behind-the-scenes stuff that went into making Metal Gear Solid 2, and I don't know how expensive it is right now, but it probably is expensive considering that I guess a fair amount of people have bought it. I can't say for sure. Don't quote me on that, okay? But it might be expensive. But it basically shows you the behind-the-scenes stuff that went into Metal Gear Solid 2. It also shows you, you can also play a couple, well, not a couple, but a few of the levels in the game, too. Well, a few pre-made levels. Well, not pre-made, but levels that were, like, put in before the game was released. So, yeah. I'm glad I got to buy this. This also comes with Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker, which I've never played in my life. I'm going to start tonight. The next game, oh man, whew, I love this game. Prototype 2. This game is, alright, so if you're someone that's played the Infamous series, whether it be Infamous 1, 2, or Second Son, or the expansion packs of Second Son, you have to get your hands on one of the two Prototype games. I don't care which one it is. Prototype 2, man, oh my god. So Prototype 2 is just a more gorier or intense version of Infamous. It's basically where you play as this guy named James Heller, who is in the military. And what happens is that I think he gets into a crash or something. I don't know if it was a vehicular crash or if it was a helicopter crash. But what happens is that he meets up with the main character of the last game, Alex Mercer, and he gets some powers from him and all that stuff. Then yada yada yada. It's also a revenge driven story, because not only is James Heller trying to save the city and cure New York Zero of the virus, he's also trying to get his hands on and kill Alex Mercer. So the story has a hint of revenge in it too. But my god, man, this is an awesome open world adventure. Get your hands on Prototype whenever you can, if you're a fan of Infamous. Alright, we're coming down to our last three games. So, here we go. Grand Theft Auto episodes from Liberty City. Now, this has a kind of a crazy little backstory behind it. My stepbrother, he gave me a few games that he didn't need, because he didn't like to play them. Anyways, one of the games was Grand Theft Auto 4 episodes from Liberty City. That's because if the Grand Theft Auto 4 came with it basically came with both expansion packs of Grand Theft Auto 4. So yeah. But this doesn't come with Grand Theft Auto 4. It only comes with the two expansion packs. The expansion packs are the Ballad of Gay Tony and The Lost and the Damned. The Lost and the Damned, you play, I forgot the name. Oh my god, man. But I know I played through at least 5 of the missions of The Lost of the and the Damned. Oh man, you also play. Oh yeah, you also play. I forgot the main protagonist of Gay Tony too. I haven't played those in a while. But the reason why I got this right here is because the disc that my stepbrother gave me, it was not working well. Every time I'd start up a certain mission or go into a certain cutscene, and in any of the expansion packs or the main game, which is Grand Theft Auto 4, then the game would either freeze or I think it would just cut. Yeah, it would probably just freeze, but on rare occasions it would cut off. So I had to get a replacement, and this was $5 by the way. That's a good deal. That is a very good deal. $5 for both expansions. But I'm glad I got my hands on this. Okay. Now, the next game is pretty awesome. By the way, I'm also upset with this. DMC Devil May Cry. Now, here's the thing about this. Yeah, the box art is yeah, what happened was that the last dude that had it, I don't know what he did with it, but this part got ripped off. But yeah, all in all, it's a good hack and slash. My goodness, man. I was actually going to buy Devil May Cry 4, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna save my money up. So I went and got Devil May Cry, well, DMC Devil May Cry. Many fans are pretty upset, were pretty upset when they saw Dante's new design in DMC Devil May Cry, but I really don't see a problem with it. His personality, though, I don't know. I'm on the fence about it. It's a gray area to me. But all in all, this is a good hack and slash game. Like it stays true to some of the Devil May Cry formula, and Dante is still a snarky little bastard. That's why everyone loves him. Finally, all right, we're on to our last game. You guys ready? You know I'm ready. The Evil Within for the PlayStation 3. And okay, The Evil Within for the PlayStation 3. Now, the guy gave, this is actually the base game. Like, this doesn't come with an expansion or anything. This is just a little special cover art. But yeah, The Evil Within, oh my goodness, The Evil Within does survival horror so well. That's why I'm in love with it. Like, it gives you scarce ammo, a scarce amount of ammo, a scarce amount of, oh my god, man. And the first chapter, oh man, I've never been so on edge. Where you're running away from that chainsaw-wielding maniac. Oh my god, man. That is how you do survival horror, and I'm proud. Oh yeah, fun fact, the director of one of the Resident Evil games, he directed this. I'm being serious, which is why it's so good. Oh man. But this game puts you on edge. I'm also might do a video on survival horror games later on. Sorry about that. But yeah, I'm gonna do this video on survival horror games later on. Oh, sorry, I had to yawn. Oh yeah, and I forgot one more game. Golden Sun, Dark Dawn. Now, this is the first and only Golden Sun game on the DS, because the Golden Sun had its cute little trilogy on not on Nintendo handheld consoles, but it's never seen a 3DS release ever. Now, Golden Sun Dark Dawn story is a bit questionable, and the game is a bit more easier than the last two Golden Sun games, which was Golden Sun, the New Age, and the first Golden Sun game. But the fights do tend to have a difficulty spike, such as the first boss fight and everything. I think you were fighting with these with these soldiers. Like there was probably 3 of them. Not only that, but this game is still a pretty good RPG. I love the turn-based elements. I also love the synergy system and all that. And I also like the gene system, where you have those cute little demons. Where you can get to summon those cute little demons to fight for. Well, not fight for you. I think they power up certain attacks too, outside of combat. But oh yeah, they also give you different abilities too if you put them on a standby or something. I don't know. But yeah, Golden Sun Dark Dawn. It's still a good game, but it's not the best Golden Sun game. So I want to say that I'm actually glad I got to show you guys the new games I got. I'm really gonna have fun with them, and yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. What do you think of the games, guys? Make sure to leave your thoughts in the comments about the games I got. So I'll see you in the next video, guys.